Do do do. So we only have an hour on Mixler.
Okay.
And then it shuts off for some reason. I'm not really sure.
Nobody's
why.
listening to us for longer than an hour anyway.
Yeah, right? And if they do, they can go to the fucking podcast channel and finish the rest. Where's my song here?
They can go catch the overtime.
It's not
The
overtime.
19th hole.
That wasn't me starting it. That was just me testing. Son of a bitch.
What?
The fucking
Is
air
this thing-
kicking on.
Oh, is this thing plugged
I
in?
can hear it in my headphones.
Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't even sound that loud in the room.
Right.
Okay, time to use my phone to control something else. Oh, am I on the same? I don't have to be on
What,
the
you
same.
gotta turn it off?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. The,
It's like
the
60
volume, the
degrees
sound
You
difference.
can't do that.
It's terrible.
It's humming, horribly in the background.
It's like 60 degrees. You don't need the air anyway.
We don't need the air. It's nice in here. It's
a
fine.
beautiful day outside.
Gorgeous day.
Wonderful. It's a wonderful
understand
April
why anything's
afternoon.
on.
It's a wonderful April afternoon.
It says cooling, but I have it set to 75, so it'll be cooling. Okay, as soon as that goes off, we can start. Okay, that's the right fucking volume, finally. What else did I have to worry about?
Get the fuck lost.
Back up, echo.
Echo, get
Yo.
lost like you're
Go
on an
lick
island.
that earwig off the ground right there.
Go
Ew.
lick the earwig.
That is weird.
Lick the earwig.
I wonder if it was in the bag, or I wonder if it was like from the.
It wasn't in the weed bag. It
No.
was in the bag.
What if there's an earwig in your ear, and that's where the ringing's
I
caused?
haven't seen one of those things in a long
I
time.
don't even. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw an earwig.
When I was a kid, I
have
saw
to be
one
a
on the
kid.
tree outside my house the other day. I was like,
Yeah, I used to love to hit lightning bugs with a yellow wiffle ball bat.
oh my god,
That's
Isn't
like
that
one of the
strangest-
most fun things
Yeah, it looks
ever.
like fireworks.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Oh my
man.
god, dude, we used
And
to be out in the lawn straight.
Yeah.
And then we'd get the big red ones that made the nice thump.
Yeah.
And then they had this one when I was a kid. I don't remember.
Oh, you're
what
talking
it
the
was called.
big
red,
round ones.
white
Yeah.
wiffle ball bats. That was called
like
what
bomber
the hell
ones.
was it called? Bong or I can't remember.
mind
what
if
it
You
was.
just
do,
keep saying
but-
bong.
Yeah, I
But
know.
it was like a handle. It was a baseball bat, but it was a big, hollow, like hard piece of plastic. So it made this dong when you hit
Yeah.
the ball with it.
Oh, okay.
And then we
Yeah.
got those with the. When these came out, we used to hit lightning bugs with those
Oh,
fuckers.
man.
Oh my god, it was awful, dude. Yeah, it was.
That's how we started
But
playing
those things were
swords. was
fucking
with
a
them
blast.
things.
We used to have home run derbies in our backyard with those
Yeah.
fucking things. and
We used
you
to
just
play mush ball.
Whale some
You
fucking
ever
wiffle
play
ball
mush
bats
ball?
with those
You
things.
remember mush ball, right?
Was that
Baseball
just-
with like a flat soccer ball. It's like baseball, kickball combined. Okay.
You're doing it with a flat soccer ball.
Like a flat soccer ball, you hit it with like a real bat, but like to get the person out, it's kickball rules.
You gotta throw it
So
at
what?
him.
It's not
Yeah.
like it's
Not
not all
inflated
the way
at all.
flat, but
No, but it's like
still round,
mushy. It's mushy, guy.
though. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's not like where it's hollowed over
got
itself,
you.
or,
Right.
collapsed in
I-
on itself. But
We used to
where
play
you,
that
I see what he
all the
said. Well, I
time,
got
man.
it when he said you could hit it with the bat. I
Yeah.
see. So somebody like pitches it and you hit
Yeah.
it with the bat, and then to get
it's
it out.
the shit you come up with as kids.
But isn't kickball rules? You just do throw the ball.
You throw the ball at the person, or like you could step on the base, but yeah, you throw the ball at the person.
You hit him with the ball.
Yeah.
But you're combining dodgeball in there as well.
Dodge. It's
Well, I
a
didn't know
great game.
kickball. You had to. I don't remember.
Kickball, you have to hit it with them. Hit them. You have to hit them.
They
To get 'em out?
they kick it when you pitch it
Pitch
to
it,
them,
yeah.
but you don't pitch it with your feet.
No,
I
you
know
roll
that.
it.
So the
But what I'm
fielders
saying
are
is, like,
throwing, and you got to beat them to get them
Yeah.
out.
You got to hit them with the ball to get them out.
Correct.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
Yeah.
For kickball?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is this live? Are we talking right now?
Well, I mean,
Well,
this
I mean,
is
yeah.
part
the fucking show.
It is
It's
a
already.
show.
What do you
All right,
mean?
good.
We're
Okay,
recording,
Should be
yeah.
the show.
Should be the show.
Like we're
Should
Seinfeld
be-
or something.
I didn't know that. Should be
They're-
part of
What
the
I was
show.
doing was having an
But no, I
exclusive
didn't- I don't-
pre-show for the people that download the podcast. The people on Mixler are just now going live, so
just
they
didn't
just
know.
get.
I didn't know that you. I didn't know that you had to throw the ball at the person for kickball to get them out. I didn't know that. I don't. Well, at least I don't remember that. I remember it being a dodgeball. You know, that I played with.
Dude, and mush ball's fun because like everybody can play. It doesn't matter.
Can't do that without the fucking.
Well, he hasn't blocked this yet.
No, he hasn't turned on microphones on.
Working day and night, just trying to keep my hold on you. Here in your arms, I found my path.
Take it, me.
You're such a fucking loser.
And if I lose you now, I think I would die. Oh, so you'll always be my baby.
Okay, welcome to the Joel Henderson Show. My name
Hi,
is
thanks
Joel
for
Henderson.
having me.
What the fuck was that?
I could help myself.
God, I hate you. With me,
That was great.
Jeremy Vasaitis. We have the House Podcaster gang here today. No Tony this week. We have Jeremy Vasaitis.
Hey, how we doing?
Hi, we doing? And-
Hi.
Hi, we doing?
Hi. Yes.
Yeah, we doing.
And we doing.
We doing.
Wow, again,
Also-
2 in a row. I
also-
feel like I'm on stand.
Also, Al
Hi, I'm Big
Yeah.
Al. You might know me as Big Al.
Right.
or Al.
Or Al, or Alex.
Or you might know us
Al
from
that is big. That's
The
Italian
Leftovers
stallion.
podcast
A
that
that
we
is
did
B.
on Monday.
Couple Game of Thrones podcasts.
Yeah, we did the Leftovers
You were on
podcast on Monday.
The last couple of them
I
with
don't
us,
know,
right?
dude. I've been on a couple successions now. The joke was always that I never made it to double digits because I'd be to one and then like not come for a month and then like come back for another one. But now
This
with
is
my
a few in a
schedule at
row
Bar
for
Louis
you, right?
permits, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I guess in discussing that, may as well get a bit of admin out of the way at the beginning. Please, if you're going to do any... Wow, it's weird not looking at me, looking back at me. Like, I just did that. I looked up to see me looking back at myself with the computer,
And now it's gone.
the Google Hangout. Yeah, a bit of admin. Number one is we stopped doing the live video broadcasts. If anybody requests it, we can do it again. I've proved my point, is how I feel about it. I can do it. It takes up too much time and effort for very little payoff at the moment. If,
Right, with like one or no people watching.
that
it,
are
like,
watching it actually live.
actually happening. Right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing: is if people that were watching it wanted to interact with us, that's when it's key, and that's when it would come into
That's
play.
a live phone
but you gotta
calls or
call
somebody
in,
tweeting or
absolutely,
talking to
yeah.
us,
So
right,
if
yeah.
if they're not, I mean, and it's not that we don't want to. I'd love to do live
That would
every
be
single
great,
week, yeah.
yeah.
But we need the interaction from our listeners in order to make it worth the 25 minutes of hell. This is a much better Joel today. He's been more, and I'm being only because we were talking about it last
He
one.
made an
more
effort.
He's subdued. I went down the list, bro. I did the only thing I knew how to do. I turned the lights on. So I'm the electrical engineer
you
for
tried
this
to help.
podcast.
Okay.
He plugged in the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the electrical engineer
And you know
for this
what?
podcast.
I gotta
That's
nice.
nice.
say I feel bad because when I came in today, I didn't even have that thought of helping.
You know how many
just-
you know
I
how
just
many
sat down,
steps I get to take
put
off
my-
of my list
put my
because
shit down,
of taking the
just sit
live
down.
video out.
Well, I imagine that it's a lot of shit.
Let me
There's
explain.
a lot of equipment gone here.
I know
mean,
this is riveting
you're in a
fucking
better
listening,
mood,
but the first thing off the list is I don't have to use Google Plus, and that's a fucking pain in the ass. I have to go there in order of events. I go to Google Plus,
Which
go-
I actually love Google Plus.
It
It's
looks
so much
very
better.
nice, but
it's so
nobody
much better
uses
than
it.
Facebook and Twitter and both of them.
if
but
people
nobody,
used it, it would be.
yeah, it would be
but it's not.
fantastic. You can find me at
It's a
Al
barren
That Is Big.
wasteland.
Yeah.
But anyways, I have to go on Google Plus, start a Hangout on air, schedule it, type in the info there, what show it's going to be, click the time we're going to go live, save it, and then I have to get the links from that to embed them on the website on the live page on comeuppance.com so people could watch the show there instead of having to search it out on YouTube or Google Plus.
Yeah, I'm already out.
And
I mean,
then I have to promote that, post those there. I have to come home. I have to go into the Hangout. I have to switch the audio in the settings from voice to studio so it sounds better. I have to go to the other computer, the secondary computer, that's your guys' camera normally, and I have to join the Hangout. I have to mute the audio because all the audio is coming through this one. I have to mute the computer. Then I have to make sure all the other stuff is going and right, and then I can go live. All that stuff, and then I just throw the video away because it's garbage quality. It looks like it was
That's very
recorded on a
impressive.
VHS.
So what was up with you today, Big Al?
no, I know, right? I couldn't wait.
I
for,
told
I
you
couldn't
it
wait
wasn't
for the
gonna be
climax of that
riveting.
story, man. He kept,
No,
and you could tell.
I mean, I was planning that. Like,
But you
halfway
see
through
all
your
those
meal.
things.
No,
All those
seriously,
different
no,
things.
it
That's a
is.
lot of bullshit.
Honest to God, he does do a lot of work. He put a lot of work. into
It's
the
fine.
live
It's not
broadcast.
about that. It's just if nobody's going to take advantage of it, that's cool.
Right.
We just know there's
Save
no demand
yourself
for
the
it
work
now.
at this point, right?
I proved my point. I
If
can
people,
do it.
If, like you said, I don't. What was the word? Acquiesce.
Yeah.
We shall acquiesce if it is requested.
Yes,
and
if somebody wants us to do
live
it, we are
broadcasts.
in. But until that moment, we're going to switch it up and try to do some sort of live version of the Joel Henderson Show at Bar Louie in Maryville, Indiana.
but not tomorrow.
But not tomorrow because my wife is being induced
Yay
at
for
6
that,
a.m.
right? I mean,
Congratulations.
Finally.
so we're down to less than 12 hours.
Let's wait until it works before we know.
I didn't
she
know-
still has time to go back on this deal.
Really?
She could still just not have a kid.
Well, I mean, I didn't know
Just
it was
keep
like
it.
when
No.
they induce you, it
We've
doesn't
decided
happen
against
right
it.
away.
We decided against it at this point. So, how's that going to work? You guys just, like, do I have to supply my own hanger? Sorry.
Oh, hangers and wires, hangers and wires, hangers. That's fucked up,
You're
man.
terrible.
I know, man.
Well,
Dude,
because
you
it's
should
not
see
like you
the-
could just... Imagine if
think-
you could just go...
I don't think
Are you
so.
talking about?
women. I'm saying if women could just be like, meh, maybe later. And then just like, you know what, fuck it. It's gone down too long. Forget this pregnancy. I'm not saying abort it. I'm saying somehow undo it without it and just like
Just
save
like-
it for later. Yeah, just be like,
Yeah.
nah, forget it. You have to get fat for 9 months.
That's what I mean.
Is the punishment in
I've
a
never
row.
been pregnant,
At any
but-
point you can back out and you're just like, you
See,
can
but
just
if
go
you've
back
gone-
to normal.
If you've gone the whole 9 months, I mean, at
but
this
you can
point,
back out at 5. You can back out at 2
okay,
weeks.
but that's at the,
You can't back
that's
out
not
at
what
any
we're
point. There's
talking
got to
for
be like
your wife at
registered
this point.
checkpoints.
Why?
You have to go like you could back out at
No,
3
you would
months,
just
you could back
you
out
have
at
to
6
start over
months.
is the point. In order to get a kid, you have to get fat for 9 months
then-
consistently without going back on it.
Well, but then I mean, you shouldn't be. There should be a limit. You can't do that like for another 2 years. You can't even try to have a kid.
Why?
Because you can't have a bunch of people running around getting pregnant and then being like, oh, wait a second, you know what? I'm not having this kid.
But
And
if
then
it was
like
like
getting
a-
rid of the kid and
but
then
if
Then
it's
immediately
6 months
trying
later-
again?
No, but
they
if
get-
it was a
what-
biological thing that you could do,
I'm looking at it like resetting my smoking app. Where when I hit that button, if I had a cigarette, I would have to say, now is the last time I had a cigarette. I'm looking at it like that. So then I would have to start my whole thing again. And that's what they would have to do. That would be kind of an interesting setup.
this has got awful conversation.
No, I don't. No, I know they gotta have checkpoints. It's not. You just can't at any point in time in the pregnant. I mean, you
Why?
can't because you
If
can't.
if the same one just starts
So-
over
so
again,
this
you're
lady-
not losing a life. It's the same one's going to come the next
okay,
time.
fair enough. All right. So what you're saying is like.
It's
you
not like
and
this
Jen-
can happen. We
No,
can't put it into practice. It's
absolutely
a
not.
hypothetical conversation.
So why- yeah.
Right.
So if you and Jen, let's say you guys
Okay.
go on a trip to South America, right?
Okay.
All right. Long ride to play,
Hypothetical
right?
abortion. I just have a feeling that'll be the name of the episode.
So fucked.
What?
Hypothetical abortion.
You should see the Hangers and Wires trailer, dude. It's awful.
Hangers and wires. Hangers and wires. Come on down. Hangers and wires.
Fourth one's free.
Get your
So
get
if
your
Jen's
car
on the
punched.
yeah, hold on, wait a second. Let me get this back here. Jen's on the plane to South Africa or South America,
Whoa,
right?
what do
South
you mean?
America.
Why is she
You
going
guys-
to South
'cause you
America?
guys are going on a trip. You guys are pregnant, right? She's 4 months
We're
along.
both pregnant?
No, she is.
Okay.
You look like it
All
as
right.
usual.
Fair enough.
And
Does
she
my
just,
question? I know I started this, but does my stomach shrink if she does the thing?
No.
Do
No.
I go back
You get
to?
no benefit.
Yeah, I
Damn
was
it.
just gonna say the
You're
husband.
not close enough.
The husband should actually get more.
I'm sorry.
You can move the thing
I was
to
kind
you
of
if you
just
need
listening.
to.
I did.
Oops,
I
sorry.
moved it backwards to begin with. I guess I should if I'm going to sit back a little bit
Yeah.
to go like that.
'Cause that sounds fine,
That sounds
yeah.
a lot better. Yeah.
Anyways, so you're on the fucking plane.
We're on the
And
plane
all
to
of a
tried
sudden-
Africa.
kill
yeah.
that right
like
there.
seven hours in, and she's like, you know what? I don't want to be pregnant anymore. The seat is uncomfortable.
Give me a drink, for
I want
example.
a vodka.
Yeah.
like
I'm
you
with
know.
ya.
So
What's
she
your
just-
concern?
So what? She just presto changeo like
She's no longer
Boom.
pregnant.
She's
Exactly.
no-
It's
it just-
instant.
it just
Yeah.
like the genie comes out and is like
Yep.
and she's
No
not pregnant.
genie. No genie. It literally reverses. It's just like hit and
So
rewind.
she could trigger this with her brain, is what you're telling me.
If
There's not like a
okay,
procedure.
let's say if it were.
There's gotta
if
be a
you
procedure.
If you
Is it
decided
something
to
that
drink,
she could accidentally do and think about it? Like
I don't think so.
she'd be like, oh, you know,
You would have to
Yeah, right?
consciously. You have to
Yeah.
consciously make the decision that I don't want to be pregnant, and then do something that you shouldn't be doing when you're
You know what
pregnant.
you should do is you should have like they have a DNR, like a last will and testament. They should make it an injection, okay? So that like your spouse or
But that's
whoever
too
you're
much
having the
effort.
baby with has to at least confirm.
No.
Because you can't. What if she gets mad at him because he's working overtime? She thinks he's cheating on him. She's like, you know
Here's
what?
the-
I'm
here's
not
the
having
rub.
this baby now. Screw him.
Here's the
He's
rub.
got to have some say in it.
yeah,
it's half
and
his baby too.
No, because then this guy's like, fuck yeah, I'm out.
well, maybe he is, maybe he's not. Maybe he
but
loves the child.
here's the caveat to that.
What's that?
When if they split up, and she moves on with somebody else and wants to have a baby, she has that first baby still.
That's what I'm saying. Then he's got to have a The
He's
father's
still-
got,
that baby's
fathers have
still
rights,
born.
especially in
So, but-
Indiana, dude. Indiana's
Because
got
then
great
it's not
fathers' rights.
abortion. That's what I'm saying. It's not. You're not killing a life. You're not exterminating a life by making this choice. All you're doing is delaying
I
it.
mean, they don't do abortions.
That fetus is gonna come
at
out.
that
Oh, the
Like
womb.
at the point Jen is at.
No, I know. I'm not saying it's an abortion.
Absolutely not. Come on, man. This is a fantasy world we're living in here.
Again, we can't enact
This
it.
is not a world that I want to live in.
See, you don't. Okay, so we're not for the option.
So you don't
If
like
we
you
were
wouldn't like
live,
that option. Okay.
If we were live, the listeners could call in and give us their thoughts and
I
opinions
feel like
for the record.
somebody
we would be like a
there should be a
computer or
woman
a
on
machine at that point.
We need somebody to keep us in line.
There
is the
should be a
problem.
woman on here going, "That's ridiculous," or, you know what? At 4 months, if I could have hit the reset button,
That's what I'm. There's
the
check months.
first 4 months aren't bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you could, or 3 months, and then you could still have it in the same
I
calendar
just think
year.
that the sperm, the person who supplies the sperm, however she gets the sperm, they should have some say in whether or not she terminates a pregnancy, man.
You're getting onto abortion rights. That's not terminating anything.
Well,
it's
not terminating,
resetting the time clock.
They should have a say in pushing the button.
Why? There's no button.
It's a proverbial button. Yeah, you saying time clock if they want to reset
It's
the
not
clock.
okay. Fine. Since you're forcing
see,
the
now
issue,
you're-
it's
you're-
not
no,
about
wait,
the guy.
okay, but this is
what do you mean it's not about the guy?
What you're talking about is
That's his child in there too, man.
But he chose to do it.
What you're talking about is a situational matter, situation by situation, case by case. Because
So then we
the
need
the dude who raped the girl and got her pregnant isn't gonna fucking have a say in that. I'm sorry.
but her abortion is still illegal in real life, right?
Whatever.
Or it's not illegal.
We're not talking
I don't
about
know.
abortion. We're talking about the reset button.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
Okay. So he's not gonna. I'm sorry. That dude gets no say. But the couple that sat together and said maybe we're not ready for this right
damn,
now.
that's
blah,
a
blah,
bummer.
blah,
So
blah.
she
Yeah.
could put off that baby forever and just never have kids.
Right? That was. I mean, there's got to be some
The
sort
rape
of
baby.
court of appeals. Like, there's got to be like a.
It doesn't involve anybody. The point would be that it's up to the woman to just decide on a whim, but you have to deal with the consequences. I could go outside and have a cigarette. If I really wanted to, I could just walk outside, have one cigarette, and then not smoke anymore.
But you're not
again.
affecting anybody else by that decision.
What
You're
do you
only
mean?
affecting yourself.
You don't know that.
What do you mean?
I could
don't, give
die
me a
from
second.
it.
Well, yeah.
Then
Yeah,
I'm
mean,
affecting my loved ones.
So wait a second. Is smoking still bad for you in this fictional world?
Well, yeah, smoking would still be bad for
See,
me.
why wouldn't you know what? If I could make.
If I could make.
I don't-
Okay, here's the question then. Would you trade the women thing for the ability to smoke and have it not be any sort of a problem? It's totally healthy.
But what do you mean trade the woman?
I
thing?
mean, I'm sorry. I mean, would you be willing to accept the woman thing we just talked about? Would you be willing to live in a world where the woman thing can happen, but you could also smoke with no consequences?
I don't see how the two are correlated.
But it
I'm
doesn't
saying that's the
matter.
trade-off.
Yeah.
You're going, okay, I'll put up with that if I can have this. It's like would you
Absolutely.
rather kind of thing.
I mean, like
but it's
seriously,
not.
like the whole thing that you guys are talking about, like the reset button, or that's what I'm calling it now, the
Okay,
reset button.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hypothetical abortion.
I mean, I'm sorry. It just
8
doesn't,
times we're like, that's not an abortion.
It doesn't.
It is. Let's be real.
I'm not. It's not that big of a factor. I'm sorry, in the world. Like,
Okay,
I just
see?
don't, I mean, like,
So
it's
then,
like-
So
how
it
do you
wouldn't
feel about
matter.
the
it's like
cigarettes?
if that, and I could smoke with no consequences. Fuck yeah.
See, okay, boom. So what we're
Exactly.
doing? All right. So now here's something we've taken something that we like and smoking with no consequences, right?
That would be
so
amazing.
what's got to
Can
be the
women-
next? What's the next chain of event?
Can pregnant women smoke with no consequences?
Absolutely. If there's
Okay,
no
then-
consequences for us, there
So
can't
then,
be
what
consequences.
would be so bad about being pregnant then?
I don't know, man.
So they would have no reason to
I'm
reset
sure if you
button. If
went
they
and
could
asked
smoke
Jen,
and drink and
she'd
shit
be
like
happy.
that wouldn't affect the
We didn't
pregnancy.
say drink.
Yeah.
We didn't. Okay, if they could smoke, it wouldn't affect the pregnancy.
But
Well,
not
take-
everyone smokes. It
No,
doesn't get you fucked up.
No, you're right.
You know, that's just like a
And they
pacifist
say a glass
kind
of
of
wine
thing.
a night is okay for a pregnant lady. Like it's actually good for them, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I've never
Yeah,
had
but
a
that's
baby.
not
I've never
getting
had
drunk.
kids. I
You
don't
can't
know.
get drunk. Is the
No.
point?
Okay. So then cigarettes are harmful. So then what? So then, like, is everything a Wendy's or are there no Wendy's? Like, how is that going to work in this
I'm
world?
done with this.
What do you mean?
I
What
don't know.
Wendy's?
Well, I'm saying, okay, we took the cigarettes. We love our cigarettes, and they're not bad for us. So the way the universe works,
Okay.
we have to give up something again now. Because we've caused a chain of events. It's the butterfly effect. I mean, if Ashton Kutcher was here, he could explain it better
Okay,
than me.
fair enough. That was a great movie.
I bet one of the best. If I have the power to make scars, shouldn't I have the power to heal?
Okay,
them?
shut the fuck up and
It's
get
the
to your
best line.
point.
No, my point is.
I don't want to hear.
So what's the
quotes
chain
from
in
that.
event? What's
If
the
you want to
chain
hear
reaction?
quotes about TV and
Go
stuff,
ahead and
you
call
should-
in at 1-219-808-6019.
What you do is listen to. We are switching the name of House Podcaster.
Right, it's going to be how to watch TV.
Yes, because we know how to watch TV, and we're going to tell you how you should be watching TV.
We are
What
we
to
are
look for?
We are experienced television watchers.
We are professionals. Do not try the amount of TV we watch at home. See, it's already good.
You might lose loved ones, marriages, and jobs.
Yes. If you watch this much television, you wouldn't have time to. What do you mean you wouldn't have time to rewatch The Wire?
All right, 58 minutes every single time.
60 episodes, 58
Which we haven't
minutes.
watched an episode. We didn't watch one yesterday.
We didn't. Well,
You guys just been doing that an episode a day?
a couple.
Sometimes 3, man.
Yeah, sometimes up to 3.
If we could stay out late, but
It depends. With me, my time shift at work thing is kind of messing with that because I have to go to bed an hour earlier than I would normally.
So you're one of those people that's got to get the certain allotted amount of sleep. You got to
He
get like your
needs
8
a 7.
hours.
Joel
No,
needs a
I
7.
need 7.
7 hours.
Joel
If I-
needs a
if-
7 though.
Here's the problem: is that on the weekends I don't get up at 7, and I feel like shit when I get up. I feel like worse, like dragging for a lot longer than when I get up on the work week after my exactly 7
So
hours.
when you sleep in during the weekend, you feel like shit. when you
Yeah,
do.
but it feels great when I'm doing it.
No.
When I'm sleeping, it's like,
I'm
oh
so
hell yeah, this is the
uncomfortable.
best.
I hate if I could live my life
Without
if it was,
sleep?
If you could do it without
Yeah.
sleep,
That'd
if it
be
wasn't a
fantastic,
requirement,
man.
oh my god.
That would
be
almost be a
s-
curse too, to never be able to get some
See,
rest.
and
to
I
just,
only need 6.
But I'm okay. But I'm saying like what is it like? This.
You keep like backing up further and
I
further.
said what? Okay. What I'm saying like I was trying. I keep forgetting that we're like not. I'm like-
Bidee, that's all,
all right,
folks.
all right. I'm sitting back in my chair. Like what if this?
I know
was
you're all
sleep?
chilling.
What if this was sleep?
Oops.
Like this was the equivalent to sleep, but I'm still awake and I can still talk to you, but my body's getting.
Oh, as in you don't get to move, but you
well,
can still be
you
alert.
can move, but you can kind of just rest, like just sit down and rest, and that
And
was
it
your
is,
sleep.
that's the
and
whole
that's
point.
recharging your body as if sleep would.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to close your eyes and fucking be in whatever state that you're in.
How
when
would
you're
that
sleeping.
affect? I don't. I think that would make jobs seem so nothing. If you had if you had 16 extra hours a day instead of just 8 outside of work, you know what I mean? Work would be like, oh, that's just that thing that I do 1/3 of the time.
Dude, that's what I feel like.
What?
I get up so early
Uh-huh.
and go to bed late that I that's what I feel like.
But
What
don't
time,
you
work
do you
is
get up-
nothing.
what time do you usually get up in the morning?
I get up
Joel
at-
was saying you get up early
I get up
to
at 4.
play video games.
Well, I mean, that's not even necessarily the thing I get up for anymore. I
Okay.
just get up at that time now. It's
And
just
what do you do it for?
force of habit. I
He
watch episodes or
He
play
hangs
video
out in
games.
his house with silence.
You wanna start jogging?
My kids are asleep. My wife's
Yeah.
asleep.
He doesn't
I can-
need to get in shape.
I
He's,
can-
he already
Let's
lost
start
a bunch of
jogging,
weight.
guy. All of
I
us
can-
at 4 o'clock in the morning every day.
No.
Let's wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go jogging.
Fuck you.
What do you mean you're already up? Let's go
Yeah, I
jogging.
know I'm up, and I don't want to go jogging.
And I'll jog right before I go to bed. I'll wake up and I'll go to work at 9 o'clock. Everything will be fine.
Okay, you do that.
Yeah,
What-
you do that. Let us
I'll
know how that
continue
goes.
to do what I do.
Dude, I'm telling you, 6
Well, so
hours.
and then I
wake
don't
up,
go to
that's it.
bed till. For the most part, sometimes some nights I just get like I crash the fuck out at like 9 o'clock, 9:30. But most of the time it's 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you're getting your 6.5.
Right, dude. But like, think that's such a long day. Like, it seems like so.
Yeah.
Like, it's like an 18-hour day. I'm awake for 18 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be? You get more shit accomplished.
I
man.
mean, I'm
don't-
awake for
I'm not
17.
doing shit
Think
for
about
those
that.
first 4 hours.
The problem is
Like,
that you're awake for so many minutes, man. You could get so much stuff in a day done if you realize how many minutes you
That's
just
why I
waste
have to
doing
have
nothing,
lists,
man.
guy.
Yeah.
I can't do it without lists. I will waste so much time. Endless amounts of time. The amount of time where I'll just sit down and be like, I'm just going to smoke a bowl and watch something. And then 3 episodes later, and I've done nothing, and I'm just blazed.
so
and
are
it's
you
like,
talking
oh.
about
Milkshakes, woo!
like on the weekend? But see, that's okay. Why is that not okay?
Well, okay, this brings up a goddamn thing I was venting to the wife about yesterday. Is just fuck. I totally lost it there. I
This
mean, I
is
know
great,
what I was
Dr.
venting
Pepper.
about. I was venting about just
We're-
my frustrations with, I have all this blinkered stuff to edit, and I just don't sit down and edit it, and it makes me feel like a piece of shit all the time.
Every time I look at my sketchbook, I feel like a fucking turd.
That's-
like that turd that somebody stepped on and like scraped across the grass.
Yeah, that's the thing that.
So I know your. I basically know the feeling. you're
somebody
talking about.
somebody commented on it on the thing, just kind of not everything has to be goal oriented. I feel like I'm in my 30s and this is the time you're supposed to put in work. Like I fucked off from the time I was 14 till 30 easy. So now it's like, okay, it's time to get serious about stuff and actually try. And so
Okay.
I feel like every day has to be goal oriented and I have to be accomplishing something. I don't give myself, even though I end up doing it, I don't allow myself to feel good about sitting around and doing nothing all day.
Well, the problem with Blinkered is you
Ever.
got yourself into too much footage that became so much to edit, And it's so like, and this is the problem is now it's
Look at him.
9 months removed, guy, and it's all that footage.
Hand in face.
And as Jen said yesterday, most of the stuff I'm over. Like I'm ready to move on,
Just
and
be
it's
done
like,
with it?
well, but
Yeah, why
it's
not?
not that I've seen it so many times. It's just like if I was filming the next episode today, it wouldn't be what I filmed then. And
You know
now
what
I
we
have to
should
go
do?
back and work with the stuff that I got because it's there. I may
Hey.
as well put it out eventually. You know, I filmed so much. I got like 15 minisodes. You
What
know,
if we use it as flashbacks?
That you haven't edited.
that I have not edited, but I shot in the year 2013.
Why don't we use it as flashback footage, dude?
What do you mean flashback footage?
Just back to if
We don't talk about storylines writing on air. I have actually recordings of us talking about it. But
yeah, but-
we don't do that on here because then that's spoilers. We don't
Well-
discuss writing stuff.
But that just hear me out for a second before I lose my thought.
Well,
is the
but you're
point.
going to
It's
tell
not
me
anything-
it would be a
it's not anything.
storytelling device that the people would then know it's all flashbacks and blah blah blah.
Well, it's not all flashbacks.
Because you'd have to give me a solid reason of why we're in the future and what we're doing in the future. And if we start talking about that, we're going to get into details that we can't divulge yet. So it's anyways. The point is that I don't feel like
Is my phone not turning on? I'm sorry.
I feel like I don't know how to live in the moment. I've discussed that in depth, but I don't know how to feel okay with not accomplishing something in a day. That's
is it
weird to me.
bad that like?
No, I want that, dude. I
No,
wish I
no,
could just
but
do it.
what I'm saying is like.
Wait, hold on. I don't think
my thought.
I don't think his thought has anything to do with you. To be fair,
No, it doesn't. See, I feel like, and this is going to sound horrible,
Okay.
but if I do one of those days where I sit and I play a video game all day,
Yeah.
whatever I accomplished in the video game, those are my accomplishments for the day,
Jesus Christ.
and I can fucking feel pretty good about that.
But here, that's his
and
thing.
go on with my Saturday, perfectly
enough.
fine.
But
you know what?
that's his thing.
And if the wife walks in and says, and you know what, she will too. And if she asks me, if she comes in and says, "Hey, can you come and help me with this?"
Yeah.
Then I'll know it's time to fucking get up and go help her with it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But dude, Jenna's not really. She doesn't really care. She's not.
Jen's
like,
never even here on the weekend. I
like,
sit here by myself, and
breathing
then I'm
down
just
my
like,
neck about
"Ugh."
shit. But dude, like, see,
It's all in my head, dude. Is
and
what I'm
that's the thing
saying.
is like I love video games, and like I count that time as like that's my fucking leisure time, dude. And nobody's fucking taking that away from
Yeah.
me, dude.
Because
I,
that's his
I
thing.
love it.
Your
And that's-
thing
and
is editing,
I
dude. You made it
tailored that
work.
whole entire back room back there in my house for that specific reason.
Well,
for
but-
my fucking fat ass to sit back there and do jack shit but watch TV and play video games.
But you also have slightly different aspirations than I do. Like you are doing something that you're meant to do, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like I want to do either podcasting or TV stuff.
Oh,
So
I
what
see
I'm
what you
trying to
mean.
do is
I
I'm trying
got
to
you.
make another career in my spare time.
I see what you mean.
So
I
it's
understand
that's
what you
why
mean.
it's different. It's just like I can't just sit around because then it's like fuck, I could have done that towards. What do I do? What did I do today towards my career? That's what I ask myself every day. And so if I do just sit there and do nothing, I'll be like, "Oh, I'll clean
But
the
you
house
know
instead
what?
of doing that
That's
instead
a good,
editing."
But that's a good. I like that mentality though, Joel.
What?
You know, if
What
you
have I
do-
done today
What,
to-
what did you do?
Yeah.
I mean, and even if it's a small thing,
Yeah.
like putting something on a website,
Exactly.
why can't you count that?
That's why I came over last night. I was like, okay, well, I need to do this. So how do I get it done? So let's start the process at least. I did that towards it today.
and then look what we ended up doing today.
yeah, now it's totally different.
Now we've
and it's-
changed it, but that sparked it from last night. Starting to talk
Exactly.
about it because I don't think if we had that conversation last night, and it kind of like didn't necessarily go anywhere.
It was
and we were
just-
both kind of like,
It wasn't right. I knew
no,
House
I didn't like
Podcaster
it.
wasn't
I knew it wasn't right either.
But I
And
didn't want to say that because I did like it too.
I did like
But
it
it
too
fits
for Game of Thrones. It does.
yeah, not for the leftovers.
No,
or
it doesn't
the
work
wire.
for me if it's
no.
too specific.
Yeah.
But when I did that whole thing and put those words up there, and I saw it and I was just like, you know, it looks okay, but I'm not in love with it.
Yeah.
And then like thinking about that title that he gave me today, the How to Watch TV or How to Watch TV is what we're going with. Not How to Watch
Yeah.
Television. How to Watch TV. After
We're gonna
after a
forever
little while-
disagree on the pronunciation of TV and where you
Well,
put
that
the
was one of the
inflection.
first fucking jokes you ever
Right.
made at me when we fucking met each other.
The TV, and the CD.
TV, CD.
The CD.
I say it.
It sounds like CD instead of and TV. You put it's a different dialect. It had to just be where you grew up. I
Where'd
don't
you
know.
grow up?
Somebody whoever
North
my
Dakota?
dad. No.
Oh, you
North
say,
Dakota?
You say dialect like you didn't grow up in Hobart. I mean, really, that's how he says
I grew up in South Holland.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. Oh God, that explains everything.
I mean, I don't know if the dialect would be that
South
much
Holland.
differently.
Have you ever been to South Holland?
No.
It's a very distinct place.
Well,
Do they say TV?
They do all kinds
what
of
do
weird
you-
shit out there, man. For
Let's
real.
just fucking with you.
But
I
like
don't know.
what?
Huh?
Like what?
You tell me. You grew up. You know the dirt. Grew up out there.
I don't know
man.
any dirt.
I just hear the
you
stories.
put it out there that there was
I
like
just
South
hear the
Holland.
stories,
was
bro.
such a fucking strange place.
Lies
now
on you.
Dalton. Now if you were to say Dalton, now then I would. That's a more seedy area than.
And how
South
long did you
Holland.
live in?
Sorry, what do you mean? What? That was a compact disc area?
CD. SEEDY.
Oh, I see.
CD area.
I see.
No, I mean that's cool.
And
How
so
long did you
we're-
live out there?
I mean,
That was why I
seem
didn't
like
send
you
you
have a
t-
different attitude.
How long
toward,
did you live out
seem
there?
like I'm sorry. You seem as if you have a different attitude towards me now that you found
No,
out that I
not
grew
at
up in
all.
South Holland.
Oh, you're
I
from
will fucking
Oh.
jab you in the neck with this e-cigarette.
there?
Where the fuck are you from?
I was Crown Point. I lived Crown
Okay,
Point my whole
right.
life.
That's right. You,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I was born in Gary, but I lived in.
Yeah, I mean,
Crown Point my whole life.
technically, I lived in
Fuck, what
Maryville
was I
till I
gonna
was
say?
5. Oh wait, I know what I was.
That
gonna
was
say.
why I didn't send it to you as TV, because I knew that would be the first thing, and that it made me think of it. I was like, oh, I'll just write it
I
on
did
television.
think about that. I was like, he'll make fun of the way I say it. You know what I'm saying?
But that'll be a thing.
I said, well, whatever. Dude, that doesn't bother me.
How do you
I
say
don't
needy?
What, no,
How do you say needy?
You're missing the point,
The one
Miguel.
thing I forget is how do you say it?
what? TV.
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 I just say
TV.
it faster. TV.
TV.
As a word instead of
TV.
two
Yeah.
letters.
Say TV dinner.
TV dinner.
See there, he's
That
pronounced
sounded
it
right.
separate.
I mean,
Yeah.
that sounded normal.
Well, that
so to
sounds more
speak.
TV dinner.
Yeah.
See, that sounds more normal.
So just
TV,
say TV and
TV
stop
dinner.
TV.
Stop
TV.
saying dinner.
TV.
Say
dinner.
TV dinner. Just don't say dinner. Come on.
TV.
There you go.
See? There you go.
Dude, I never even noticed it until you pointed it out to me.
Breakthrough. Sorry, that was
You
blown
totally
out.
blew it
I
out.
know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Come on, Big L.
I did or he did?
He did.
I
Going. brrr.
Why did you do that?
Because of the breakthrough.
You have to back up when you do that. That's what
Now, ow.
you're
So
such
anyways,
an idiot.
going back to editing, you know what the worst part is because editing, out of all the stuff we do for the TV show, is what
The
your
TV show?
forte is. I know I did it right there.
Matt
didn't
Forte?
I? Yeah, I wish Matt Forte. Oh, training camp like less than 30 days away.
CC, we got how to watch
CC?
TV,
Yeah, how to watch TV.
and then for
how
the
to watch
Bears
TV
podcast,
dinner.
Fair
how to
enough.
watch sports,
How to watch the Bears.
No, how to watch
the Bears.
sports.
How to watch the
football.
beloved.
I
How
would
to watch
say
the
I would
beloved.
say you do just do sports. Is there any
to watch
possibility
sports.
you'd ever do another sport
Yeah,
podcast?
basketball.
I
Probably
mean,
maybe.
I
I
the
can
thing.
talk with you about that.
Well,
maybe.
and here's the thing: is that if we just do it sports, we could talk about whatever. We could talk about the All-Star game last night, or
keeping it
some-
generic so that we can cover everything in
I
that
mean,
genre.
that's the
Broader
first thing I
horizon.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk
When
about
I was thinking
sports.
about it was how to watch sports.
Yeah,
Yep.
because I
I
think you
like
sent me
that.
football,
Yeah.
but yeah, I like how to
Well,
watch.
no, I typed. I did type how to watch sports, and then I thought about, we'd only be doing football. So
Damn, we're gonna do a sex
back it up.
podcast.
What?
It could be how to sex.
Well, and then
How
you
to watch sex.
But
How
see,
to
I was
watch-
thinking about now, like how to
How to watch porn.
Like how to is already kind of a thing, so we would kind of have to stick with how to watch.
Yeah.
How to.
Yeah, how
How to
to
watch.
is the thing.
Is
yeah.
that like
Echo,
clam
lay
chowder?
down.
Clam chowder. But yeah, editing's your forte, and you don't even do it
I was thinking
anymore.
how to play
You don't
video
even
games, like if
enjoy
I did a
it
video
anymore.
game podcast.
Yeah.
You're so
It would be
sick of
like
it, you don't even
how to watch
enjoy
people play video
editing.
games. I don't know.
How to
My
watch
mind was going-
nostalgia?
No, but how to play video games would be
Yeah.
the name of it.
But see, what I was saying is how to is kind of already a thing. If you
How
started
to.
doing
How
I would
to
say
game.
how to watch would be our thing.
How to
You know
game.
what I'm saying?
How to game.
Why
But-
do you just keep saying things? You
How
hear
to.
what he's saying. You're
How to.
missing the point. No, how to is the problem. You can't just do how to something.
'Cause that's
it's
already
how to
like a
watch
thing.
TV is the point. So he's saying instead of doing a how-to video or a how-to podcast, because that's how to make a table.
That's a great
Right.
podcast.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I was just saying, like, that would be like how to watch would be our little like Jay and Jack, like you
Yeah.
were saying,
Yeah.
as per se, you know, how
Yeah.
to watch,
So how to
television,
watch,
how to watch sports.
How to watch.
Basically, right.
Yeah.
I mean, because sports are technically
But then
on
watch,
TV.
you're thinking like video games. You don't watch video games. You play.
How to play.
video games, right?
Yeah.
So how to play video? I don't know. That's for a further thing. That's
Let's listen 2 weeks away, man.
in development. Well, no, the sports thing is, but
Oh.
I'm talking about the video game podcast. That's something that I'd want to do.
Yeah, we have
Maybe.
nostalgia
And I'd maybe want
as
to
a
back
name
that up. I
for
would
it.
have Joel
Yeah.
produce it and have him back that up with video.
Back that ass
While
up.
I'm
Wait a minute.
talking or
Sorry.
reviewing a game, you can see me playing the shit.
Yeah, the only
Can't
reason
you
we
do
didn't
that
do
on
one
your
of those
Xbox?
before is because we wanted to try to do it live because there's already the Angry Video Game Nerd
Oh, there's a million of those
Yeah.
fuckers out there.
So what we were
I
going
was
to
just
try to do
trying
to
to-
stand out was to do a playing video games live, but I couldn't figure out how to show the TV with the game system on it and us playing at the same time and have them both be clear.
So can we do that? Can we do that? Not necessarily just nostalgically.
Yeah,
Can we
why
do
not?
that with like new video game
Yeah.
releases?
Yeah.
But
I know you guys aren't into games like that, but you would produce it for content.
Yeah,
I would-
Wouldn't you?
I-
To
and
put
I-
on the as per
Absolutely.
Comeuppance Network.
it would all be under nostalgia still. Yeah. Nostalgia that's just one part of it.
I'll
you
be
know?
a LeBron James guy. Well, I'll come with you. We'll go win championships. Don't worry.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Nothing. I'll do the gaming one with him. I mean, why not?
What do you mean win
Well,
championships?
I'll tell you what. I remember I've only played one video game with you, and I don't know if I ever beat you at it.
What was it?
We were playing the shit out of Madden for a little while.
Dude,
You remember you coming to my house a couple fucking late ass nights.
No
and we were
joke,
playing
man. I
some
had a
fucking Madden.
7-year streak of Madden between Xbox 360 and PlayStation 2.
I can't
where
remember what
just
it was. The
did
year,
not
the last year I
lose,
bought. I
man.
think it was Madden 08.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
kicked my ass every time we played, and it was no bullshit. Like we played straight up teams. Like there was no
Yeah.
trading and none of that. You were the Bears every time. I picked the fucking best team, and he'd still whip my ass.
I
So
almost
you're good
won
at
a
video
tournament
games.
at
I
the
know you're
registry
good at
once,
video
man.
games.
Yeah. But the Cubs had to make the playoffs and
did
throw
you ever
that
get
off.
into playing like the first person shooters or anything like that?
A Bond.
Same thing.
Yeah, but
All the same idea.
dude, I could play it. I just don't like video games aren't something I do, but I do enjoy playing them. You know, I would love to go doing a first-person shooter one with you, because technically, couldn't we hook up the headphones and as we're playing?
See,
do
that's
the
what I'm talking
podcast?
about. Like you would be able to switch. You would have one camera on the television to see us playing it,
and
then
if
you'd have
I'm not doing it, I
flipped
could produce
camera.
it to
You-
flip.
You would
and make it easier for
I
everything.
don't know that you would have to be involved in the actual because you don't play video games like that.
There's got to be some way
Dude,
though
like,
that I can
and any-
output
and-
the video.
And another thing though, is
I like the how to sex
during
one.
these like radio shows that we listen to, like ESPN 1000 and all that
Uh-huh.
stuff, like Waddle and Sylvie, their producer talks to them.
yeah.
Yeah.
The producer of the show, they comment. You'll hear him come in on the mic and either chime in or say something or correct them on
Yeah.
something. So I mean, like,
Most shows have that. That's where Carl
Right.
came from with the Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant thing. Carl was their producer, given to
Right.
them when they started at XFM. He wasn't meant to talk. They just started asking him questions and
And
found
he
out
would
he was
respond.
interesting.
and they do that on Mike and Mike in the morning.
Yeah,
like,
all
I
of
mean,
them.
Technically, I should just be quiet.
and this is just like, well, this is just like we
Right.
I always refer to that because it's the only like really talk radio that I listen to is like ESPN 1000.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I get. But they're the best in the fucking business at it, dude.
Yeah. Oh, Waddle and Sylvie is the best, man. It really is.
Mike and Mike are fucking huge, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They televise their radio show on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? In the morning, they're huge. Mike and Mike are huge.
I'm just looking for a fucking vehicle for people to watch to want to watch our content. If we could figure that out.
I think you're in the right direction.
I don't wanna
though,
be-
with
I
the
don't wanna be
Comeuppance
needy.
Network website though.
That's it.
But you know what though?
What do you mean you don't wanna be needy?
You don't have to be needy, but you just kind of you got to be in a way.
You gotta
gotta
start getting
people's stuff out
egotistical,
there.
man. Be the wide receiver of the
That's
football
the
team.
problem, is
Give
that
me
I-
the damn ball.
I cannot stand pretentiousness. That is really one of my
That's a
biggest
pretentious
pet
statement.
peeves.
It's a pretentious statement to say that.
Why? To say that I don't
Yeah.
like people that think they're the shit? We were talking. Somebody asked about WordPress,
There's
which is a
certain-
website
dude,
thing
you
that I
can
use.
Be confident in what you do and still be humble.
And then this dude comes on there and goes, "Oh, WordPress, that's for the retards of the internet," and blah blah blah. I've never seen any good content come out of a WordPress site. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck off. I'm doing a WordPress site,
So
and
you
I
should've
put
just
a lot
told
of
him.
goddamn. I didn't though. I held my tongue.
Well, that's your
and
problem.
then somebody says, "Well, why don't you send us a link to your stuff? I haven't seen it." And he wouldn't. He's like, well, that's because you wouldn't understand it. And so this guy that had made the original post sent me a link to that guy's website. He did a Google search, and
Is it WordPress?
no, it was terrible. It was
awful
like
website.
it was like
Yeah.
one of these old forum websites, and it looked like a pice of shit. And he like did videos on
Your
how to do
website-
Angry Birds games, on how to do cheats on Angry Birds games. It was like, you fucking tool.
You are a loser.
God.
Your website looks good.
It's-
the Comeuppance Network,
yeah.
Network website looks good.
I wish I had other.
It does.
sleek.
It looks
It's
simple.
very
It looks
sleek.
sleek. It's simple to use.
Yeah.
I go right there and find exactly
And
what I
then
always
I like
do.
how at the
No
top I was
fucking
looking
problem.
at it. I was looking at it
I like
today.
the change up the top. I
and
like
at the
whole
top
website
it
looks
says,
awesome.
what does it say at the top? I forget who
Sorry,
sponsors
we're
you guys.
double talking.
Who sponsors
Amazon.
the podcast?
Oh, listen, 10
Doesn't say
seconds.
that at the top.
10 seconds for station identification. We are we are on
Just go Tom
we are
Brokaw.
on Comeuppance Network.
Come up and say.
Go to
Sponsored,
comeuppance.com.
sponsored by Amazon.com. Click on that link through our website anytime you shop at Amazon, and to support our podcast and keep it free.
And we're
Thank you
back.
for listening. And we're back.
Hey, Joel, you ever do any shopping
back.
online?
I do shopping online occasionally, Big L. But you know what? I have a hard time finding a diverse marketplace that has many different items.
That's what I find. Most of the time, I'm spending all my time going to each individual website.
I wish that there was
trying to find
there was
a
a
way.
solution. Do you
There's
do
gotta
any
be an
shopping online,
easier
Jeremy?
way.
I do all my shopping at Amazon.com.
Really?
And every time I shop there, I click on Amazon.com link through the Comeuppance Network website.
So that's how you get there from Comeuppance Network?
From the Comeuppance
and they
Network.
have all the things that I like,
Amazon has everything.
And I could get it all in one shop stop?
but I have to click through comeuppance.com. That's the rule.
That's the rule. You have to
Okay.
click through. That's my rule of thumb, at least.
So it's
I
like the
click-
Quickie Mart of the internet.
Wow.
and it's all through
Amazon.com. Whatever their fucking thing is. I don't know.
that's-
That was a commercial, right?
That was a fucking commercial.
No, not bad,
And
right?
that
That
was
was
not
alright.
bad for fucking unscripted, guys.
Hey, man. that's
Excellent job. people.
Improving scenes
yeah,
is
dude.
my jam. It's I don't look good when I'm doing the improv scenes, but I'm happy to improv dialogue anytime. Give me a scenario, I'm in. I mean-
because here's the deal: is that's what we're good at. We're not scripts. We're not actors, dude. We're not
We come up with a funny way to say something.
wherefore, or Juliet. I don't even know. Like, fuck that. What's my line? How about I say it like this?
Go on.
Well, I mean,
Sally sells seashells
actors are
by-
actors for a reason. They get paid a lot of money to.
Yeah, you're
produce all
trying to
these, like-
convey a different emotion. I just want to be me.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you
you're
know,
I know,
not
right?
trying to act as you're not trying to portray a different character that you've been. Here's your character. Here's what
Yeah.
this person likes. Here's their dislikes. That's what an actor is.
I
No,
wouldn't-
we're
I
not.
wouldn't-
I don't.
I want to be the one doing that to other people. I want to be the one going, here's how I want you to act.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you want to be the producer director.
I
type
want
shit.
my name on the back of chicks' asses. I want a Big Al, an Al that is big line of chick jeans that has my signature Al that is big.
This is my
across the
favorite thing
ass.
he's ever said. Go on.
No, I'm serious. A pair of jeans. Like,
I want to
you know
hear
how
his
they-
business plan. Give us
Now,
the W4 information.
No, that's it. Let's we sign the contract with HBO. We do all this and that. I want Al that is big jeans for chicks, and I want my name autographed across the back of their asses.
But your signature is terrible.
Well, I'll come up with a better one.
it looks all pixelated.
I'll get a bigger one. Don't worry. I can use the original one.
Just
But
uses
yeah.
it off his business card
That's
and
it.
stretches it even more.
Just on the. That's what I want
Al that is big jeans.
on the back. Yeah, for chicks. Like
Do you ever
capris. White
go
pants.
do you ever go shopping through comeuppance.com and go to Amazon and look for chick jeans and you just can't find any that say Al that is big on the butt?
We have what you're looking for.
Oh, I was you have what I'm
Yes,
looking for?
I mean, because I want a pair.
New
Al that is big jeans.
Al that is big jeans for chicks.
Now wait a second. Hold on. If we're gonna talk about this, I love when
That doesn't
chicks
mean
wear-
you have a
Dude,
big
I
ass.
swear,
No,
dude,
no,
I think
no.
what is this microphone made of? Because it makes me want to sneeze, dude. It's like I'm allergic.
I love it.
He's a. Okay, so I was gonna call you a great fluffer. I don't know why. That's when you're fluffing. You're
You're
fluffing.
fluffing.
So I love when chicks wear white shorts and like white pants and white capris. Like ever invented white pants? Moment of praise for that guy. Can we get a moment of
I
silence?
quite
for him?
like white anything.
Yeah,
really.
but white pants on chicks. So then why not that we'll design the pair of white like capris and
obviously
Summerline
they
for
have to
chicks.
be baby blue and light gray. I mean, that would be the color scheme for the writing.
That's not bad. Yeah.
I don't want to design
across-
women's clothing.
No,
What do you mean? You don't want.
he's going to. This
Yeah.
is his project.
You just got to
his
make
pet
it for me,
project.
guy. Don't worry.
You get to design the logo or something. You know what I
You
mean?
just
Like,
gotta put my
we're going to
name-
play to all of our
Yeah.
strengths. That's what we have to fucking do in life.
Right?
Is
Well, yeah,
realize
that's-
what everybody's good at and take advantage of that and fucking
Exactly.
use it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of, hey, you want to do a photo shoot for me? You could use it for your portfolio. No, I want to, if I ask you to do a photo shoot because I want an image,
Yeah.
then you don't
We
have
have
to
a
pay.
visitor.
But other than that,
We have visitors. Guy.
I have skills. I don't care, Big L. I have
I'm just
skills that require payment, and I've earned the right to be paid for certain things that I can do. For my video skills, for my, well, whatever.
Absolutely.
Editing,
I
whatever
think
it
the
is.
Joker. I think the Joker said it in The Dark Knight.
What's
Go
that?
on.
Why
You're
so
good
serious?
at something, never do it for free.
Never.
Okay.
That's it. Get money, fuck bitches. Right? And
Right
I,
after
and
you
I don't
smash
mean
that
to say
dude's
that.
head into the
You're
pencil.
you're the only single one,
Yeah,
Big
well,
L.
I'm just saying,
We're
but
long
listen,
past the fuck
you know what?
bitches part.
I've been thinking about this. You know, like the
Yeah,
kids
right.
nowadays. What do the kids nowadays? They say, "Get it in," right? That's
they?
what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it in, and I think they're referring to sex. I'm not hip to their
What
live
kids are
jingo.
you fucking talking?
Yeah, what kids are you hanging out with?
The
Oh.
B96 rapper kids.
He means the ones that he works with at restaurants
Yeah,
because they're
they
always
get it
bringing in
in.
an influx of teenage
Yes.
kids.
Well, of course,
Yeah,
that's a
they're
restaurant.
getting it in. But it makes sense because it's not necessarily sex. It's whatever it is for you, man. Whatever you is getting it in it for you. For me, maybe it is making chicks white capri pants that says "Al" that is big on the back.
You're making something that makes the world better in your eyes.
Sure. I mean,
Right? Isn't that what you're thinking?
It'll make it sexier.
It makes the world look better when you look
And
at it.
This
Is that what
man
you're
over
saying?
here telling me that he's not going to print my signature on the back of the pants for me.
I mean, I do not have the capability to do what you ask at the moment.
Why not?
Because I don't have a printer or anything.
Here I am.
You could if you
have
did.
that equipment.
But if you had that material and that equipment, in
You
this,
could do it, in theory.
Yeah. you
Are we
could do
going
it.
back to the hypothetical world?
No, we're
Is
not
that
going
what
to
we're doing?
hypothetical. It's an actual question.
If he got the
Yeah.
funding to do it, he would
Oh,
get,
well, if
it
you
would
got
all
the-
be part
yeah,
of it.
And
yeah.
if you were paying me, absolutely.
So what you're saying is that no matter what the product is, you're happy to produce it. Your personal opinion makes no difference.
Dude, I've printed Nazi
selling out.
t-shirts. Yeah, I don't
He's
care.
selling out.
You've
See?
printed Nazi T-shirts.
I've printed Nazi t-shirts.
Shut the fuck
Dude,
up.
you-
Not
listen.
ironic Nazi T-shirts, like real Nazi T-shirts.
Dude, wait.
Holy fuck,
one of the
Nazi
first,
t-shirts.
Listen, one of the first biggest projects I
That's
ever
the
did.
name of the episode,
I ever
Nazi
did. I won't
t-shirts.
say who it was for. But one of the first biggest projects
Probably
I
a
ever
good
did.
idea.
Screen printing t-shirts.
Is that
with
because
Chris-
they're Nazis?
with Chris at the screen printing shop where I met Jenna. And all that.
Groundbreaking
Groundbreaking
graphics.
graphics.
That's where you met Jenna.
This said, yeah.
I was
This
there.
said,
How'd you guys meet?
We went there to buy Asteria shirts. Shut the fuck up.
And how long have you
Stop
been there?
trying to
said-
be Big Al.
it
Tony
had-
destroyed
it
you
had-
at being Big Al. So
it
let's
had a
just...
picture.
I'm not just being me being
It
me.
had
Jack.
a picture of Hitler
Okay.
on like in the uniform, the Nazi symbol and everything, you know, and it said, something
wait.
about
I can't wait.
Adolf Hitler's world tour, and it was like a concert T-shirt, and it had all the fucking
Awesome.
stops.
See, that's a good
Like,
shirt,
where
man.
you- it was a great shirt.
That's a
but we
great
had to
shirt.
print them
You didn't keep one?
like no.
Why
I
not?
mean,
We-
what
we
Hitler
didn't-
did was wrong,
we
by all
destroyed-
means.
dude,
but
we
the shirt
seriously-
itself, fantastic.
Like
I love
honestly,
it.
we destroyed all evidence of doing
I would.
it.
I,
Really?
that's probably-
Yeah,
I
we
would-
did it. We printed like 100 of them, gave them to the people that wanted them, and
then
then
deleted the files?
100
Funny
of
thing
them.
is like Farley
100
just
people.
told me like a couple weeks ago was like, dude, you remember those Nazi T-shirts we printed? I was like, yeah. He's like, dude, they just called me again. I was like, dude, seriously, like 10 years later,
Really?
they need more Nazi T-shirts.
keep one, man.
Well, where else do you go to
I
buy
don't-
Nazi T-shirts?
Well,
That's
that's
right. Like,
something-
there's not a high
It
demand.
was something we
you
had
gotta
to do.
keep the circle small.
It was something we had to do in the back. We didn't. Like seriously, like if a customer, we didn't print them like
You don't
during
call
business
Walmart
hours
or wherever.
We did that shit at night, so no customers would walk in and see us fucking printing those fuckers, dude. You know what I mean?
Nazi
But yeah,
T-shirts.
I mean, like, so like what you're saying, like to go back to the point, the original point was, no, I don't fucking care what it is. I'll make it if it's if it makes you happy, because I'm not making it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you, like I'm saying, if that's what you want, then fuck yeah, I don't give a
You know, and it always goes back to there was this.
Well, I have no
landscape
moral
customer.
compass when it comes to printing T-shirts or
Dude,
fucking
okay.
signs. Don't give a shit.
When you're providing a service, so we had a landscape customer, me and Travis, back in the day, and the guy wanted this beautiful red Japanese maple tree, and he wanted to put it right in front of his driveway, okay? And it's a very, very expensive, delicate tree that cannot handle the Northwest
No, I'm
Indiana
regretting
winters.
giving you that, Dr.
Okay? And I know, my bad, dude. Here's some water. And Travis is like, no, we're not putting it in there. We're not putting it in there. It's going to die. It's going to die. The guy's like, I want it. Travis is like, I'm not doing it. Artistic integrity, blah, blah, blah. Dude, that mofo spends $1,000 every year putting a new tree in his yard. If you should have just provided it, that's what the customer wants. That's what it wants. You can only tell them what to do and say, Jeremy could
if
say,
you've offered your
opinion.
insight, and they're like,
if Jeremy's like, well, it's wrong to be a Nazi, but I'll be happy to make your shirts. There's
I mean,
nothing
like,
wrong
dude,
with
I'm not,
that.
like I said, I'm not even going to offer my opinion. At
So are
that
you a
point.
Nazi?
No.
Oh,
sympathizer?
I'm probably.
Are you a Nazi sympathizer?
so you're Jewish?
Yeah.
You sympathize with people who are Nazi sympathizers?
Yeah.
So you're
Enough
Jewish.
to make them shirts?
No.
Why would that make him Jewish? You retard. Do you even know what Jewish is?
It's a religion.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
You're a religion.
Are you guys
Big Al.
texting each other?
I'm not
No,
texting. I was
my
looking at
wife's
the
asking,
video.
wondering where the fuck I'm at.
Oh.
Just doing a podcast.
Yeah.
She's like,
Does she need help with something?
No, she just
All right.
wondering what's going on.
That's a callback. They call that a callback. In
Do
the
they call that
business.
a callback?
I don't know. That's what I heard. I've never been in the
But-
business, so I don't really know.
What is going on?
I can't wait to do the next TV one. I don't even have to say that now. How to watch TV. I love the fucking name. I honestly
Here we
love
do.
it.
I love it too. How did she
Whoa,
open that door? Oh, there's KJ.
Special guest appearance.
Echo wants to go in there.
It's okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
And we're back.
And we're back. But what were we talking about? I hate that. Don't do that.
How I Met Your Mother.
But
Echo, you were
What's
just
wrong?
outside. Lay down.
Here's another funny thought.
Bed.
Here's the first thought I had when I heard LeBron James was going back to Cleveland. Ted Mosby's going to be happy.
Nice.
No shit. That's the first thing I thought about.
Wow. Now
I didn't watch it.
Because
that
he would always
recently.
cry about
God, that's
that.
a great commercial. That's a great commercial for the NBA.
You know what was a great commercial?
Oh, if we got Ted
The-
Mosby to do that?
Yeah.
Did you see the Derek Jeter respect commercial?
Yeah, the
That was-
Michael Jeter. That was
That was
trending
pretty
last
cool.
night, Michael
That was a
Jeter.
cool
man.
commercial.
Yeah.
No words, no nothing. He just walks up to the plate and tips his hat.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then like the pitcher tips his hat at him. Then you see the whole everybody in the crowd starts doing it, and the whole crowd does it. And then it goes to all these different people watching it on
Yeah, I
TV.
saw that.
Jay-Z, Michael
Yeah.
Jordan. It was pretty badass.
Jigga.
I don't know Derek
Jay.
Jeter. I never saw him play.
Best
so.
rapper alive. Acts
Yeah.
about me.
Yep.
He does. He retires like Michael Jordan and comes back too. That's for damn sure.
What
He
else
said
was he
that.
gonna
That
do?
was the
know,
reason
right?
he did it.
Yeah. He's a sports agent
I mean,
now.
he
signed
said it.
Robinson Cano.
Dude,
he doesn't
he
know
literally
defense
said it in a
anymore.
song.
Said
Yeah.
it on the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back wearing the 4-5.
He called out
Yeah.
the sports agent he took him from.
Oh, he called out.
He called him out on the fucking track.
Really? He took Robinson
Scott
Cano.
Boras, you over, baby. Robinson Cano, you coming with me. Jay's sick, dude. You
he
don't
is.
fuck with that guy.
No. He walked around and he had a Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, Ice-T, and someone else all went to high school together at the same high school at the same time. Someone else besides Notorious B.I.G., I forget.
Are you going somewhere with that, or is it just random
Random
information?
facts, yeah. And Jay-Z had a book of rhymes from 1807 he used to walk around with. That's where he learned how to rhyme and flow.
Yeah, I'm
Interesting
not
facts
sure
on
if that's one of those urban legends or if that's a real thing. I've heard it, and then I've heard that it's bullshit.
What, the
Him having a
dictionary
rhyming
thing?
dictionary.
Yeah. I've heard the same thing. I don't know, man.
Oh,
I mean,
dude, come on, man. Eminem been up and down the motherfucking rhyming dictionary,
that's
dude. I
different,
got no
though.
fucking problem
Eminem's so
with
much
that.
different, dude. You cannot get the way he gets
He
so
just
many
bends
syllables.
words.
I know, and like
Bends
he's
it
like,
to his will. It doesn't
I
matter.
rhymes
dude.
an orange with an orange, and don't
No.
you know how to go? I
That's
forget
one-
what
no,
it was.
I'm sorry,
But,
It got an orange 4-inch door hinge
yeah.
from Horace. So
Yeah.
it's like
I got an orange
Right.
4-inch door hinge from Horace.
I just made up.
No,
the
that's
Horace
great
part.
though. But see, that's
It's just how you say the word.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna rhyme with orange, so you
That
just don't say it that way.
There's that I can't. I wouldn't even try to spit it. That brainless song. Yeah.
I heard the stroke it one
Empty
today,
head,
man. It
using
worked. It
as
was
the
pretty
thing
damn
for
good.
storage.
Yeah.
And it is an old 4-door. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, he fucking snaps the fuck off, dude.
Dude,
He's
and like
crazy.
Rap God,
But
that
no.
song's sick, man.
Dude, and
I'm
that's not even
beginning
the,
to feel like a rap.
and that's not even the best
rap
song on the
God.
album.
No,
The
my
Stroke It
favorite's
one,
Headlights.
Headlights is a good song,
Which
but
one's
that
Headlights?
fucking
Headlights made me tear up at least twice.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Can we get some Eminem on the podcast?
Well, how are we gonna? I mean,
can I play it through my microphone?
I have it here. Just,
I got it right here.
Dun, dun,
No, you can't. You don't need to play through the microphone. I got it on the
Dun, dun.
actual.
So wait a second. We about to get now. How's this work with Mixler now? Since we're going ahead and we did the whole new setup today. Let's.
Oh yeah,
explain to
that's
the
right.
audience.
We don't have the fucking
We're
music
gone,
restrictions.
Yeah.
Oh, because we're not on YouTube.
Dun, dun,
Well, no, it's
Dun, dun.
it's gonna go on YouTube anyways. So
Oh, dude,
yeah.
a Legacy. Legacy's a fucking badass song.
Yeah, we
dude.
got
That's
to-
a sick ass
it's-
song.
we're
That
still
whole
under those
album, dude, the Marshall
restrictions.
Mathers LP was fucking ridiculous. The whole CD is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
What do you mean? What do we got here?
Dude, he goes on like a 6-bar tangent about a fucking booger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the way he gets
All
all
right.
those syllables and all that shit in. There's just nobody else like him. That's the thing, man.
And
Oh, I think he's the best one ever. I don't think there's ever been a better
best
lyricist.
rap, no, dude. Even I think I said it with the last album. I said, dude, this puts him up top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
'Cause
Marshall Mathers
to
LP
be
puts
honest,
him on top.
he fell off since the Eminem show.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
feel like that was the last
with
one that
this
was like,
album
holy
right here,
shit.
like hearing him rhyme on this album was like,
Yeah.
dude, no.
He's
No,
back.
the one he
fucking
did
best.
before this
He's the
wasn't
fucking
bad,
best.
man.
Though. He's the best.
Oh, he's
rapper
been the
ever.
best for a long time.
Dude, and he
Think
says
about
it.
how
He says it on
many
this album for the first
different
time,
it
I
is
think,
now,
dude.
man.
Like saying it, like pretty much saying it, like
Yeah, because before he put himself in the category.
fuck top 5, bitch. I'm top 4.
Yeah.
And that includes Biggie and Pac, whore.
Yeah.
And I got an evil twin, so who the fuck you think that 3rd and the 4th
Right.
spot's for?
I mean, that's it. Biggie, Pac, Jay-Z, Eminem, and insert number 5.
But
however you want.
I don't know. I don't know if I put maybe controversial stance. Maybe time has passed. I don't feel like Tupac's really up
Dude,
there.
man, Eminem kills that motherfucker.
I don't
dude.
feel like
I-
I know
Tupac.
Pac can flow. Don't get me wrong. He was fucking sick, but dude,
Tupac
like a
shit was
storyteller.
actual poetry, man. Like
Yeah,
it's
but he was
storytelling.
in fucking Digital Underground.
I mean,
It's like a
yeah.
dashiki wearing dude. Like the whole Thug Life thing was a fucking act.
Well, yeah, so it's
What do you mean,
just
yeah,
like Eminem's
so?
dyed blonde hair in the white T-shirt.
That was a
an
way to
act,
stand
man.
out. That's
So
not,
that's how Tupac was standing out. He was
Tupac
a
went
thug.
to jail and shit. He wasn't a
So?
thug. That was the
He
point.
turned into a thug, man.
He was an actor. He was a professional actor.
right?
Yeah.
Dude, he's actually a pretty good actor.
was
Above
actually
the
really
Rim's a
good
great-
actor.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he was one of the greatest ever.
Yeah, but you don't like Tupac, though.
I
That's the
absolutely
thing.
do. What do you
I don't
mean?
feel like if he was alive today,
he would still be
He's
up
in the
there.
top
that he
five,
would. Do you
dude.
think? I mean, he like I don't
No,
know.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's in the top 5.
So that
there.
okay, what we're doing now is really saying the whole Michael Jordan, LeBron James debate.
No, we're not. Not at all.
Yeah.
I'm saying that no, Michael Jordan is not overrated.
No,
I feel
Michael
I feel like 20 years removed from Tupac's death, he might be a little
so who do you put in
overrated.
the top 5 then? What's your take 5 top 5 rappers?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not saying I had
the
to have
top
my
of your
list,
head,
but
man.
Eminem is number
Eminem.
one.
Eminem's
Jay-Z.
on there. Jay-Z. We'll all of us.
I know
will get
he's
there.
going to say people from the Flowbots. It all comes down to personal
I,
taste
Well,
at
yeah,
that
here
dude,
point.
well,
go.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say Johnny Five from the Flowbots is one of my favorites.
But he's in the top 5 in no particular order. So you'll agree with Jay-Z.
Jay-Z and Eminem are at the top.
Right.
Those are, Eminem and
Those-
Jay-Z
I mean,
in that
man.
order.
I feel like
It used to be before the Eminem Marshall Mathers LP2. For me, it was Jay-Z and Eminem.
now it's Eminem.
Now
Jay-Z.
it's Eminem, Jay-Z.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other rappers that like. I would have to. No, I don't
I would
know.
have to listen to some more.
I mean,
shit.
Twista's in there
Yeah, I mean,
to some degree. I mean,
Dude, even
there were
Ludacris,
so many
man.
good songs.
Yeah, but those are you're talking. If we're doing a top 10, Twista and Ludacris are 5 through 10. They're in that range somewhere, man. They're the.
I'm just trying to
they're
think of
not
other
the-
rappers that I care about
Right.
that are so good that they transcend all that stuff. Like Snoop Dogg,
no.
nah,
Doesn't-
never really connected beyond the 2 or 3 songs that he did.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. His flow's not great. You know, he did start the whole for shizzle my nizzle thing, but
But so what?
Yeah.
Fuck that garbage.
No, I agree, man. He doesn't make the convo, okay? I mean, you're allowed to your personal opinion. That's what your take 5 is.
I don't know. I don't think I would have to. I don't feel like I have
can't
to
even,
fill it.
And so then Tupac's not even in your top 5.
No.
You can't even come up with any other name, and you're not going to put him in there.
Correct. I mean, if I looked, I guess I could look at my iTunes and see. I mean, as far as lyrics go, I'm gonna have to put Childish in there.
Well, okay, fine. Childish is in there.
It's
You
different,
put-
only for
you
the sake
put-
that it's not like other rap. Well, it used to not be like other rap. I don't know if that's really the case anymore. But something about that dude, the way he connected on such a like geeky level, that it was like, okay, that's fucking awesome. That he was able to make it sound cool and be geeky. So there was just some connection there. He goes in the list. I don't think Just Jack counts as a rapper necessarily. He's more of a singer-songwriter kind of guy. I don't know. I like the way the dude from Linkin Park raps, but that doesn't put him up there because he's not really a...
I mean, Mike Shinoda, man. I mean, like, dude, it's I don't know, man. Like,
There are
Shinoda
other
is
people,
good, dude.
dude.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
other
there's a
people.
lot
I
of
just
other
can't
people.
think of them right now.
I can't think of him right now either, dude. But like, dude, like, there.
Because like I love the fucking Dayton Family FBI album, but not one of them in
No,
particular.
No, and the dude Dayton
that's-
Family's not in the top 5.
No,
There's no way.
But if I had to put
What
go
about when
albums,
you throw
dude,
Too
Nas,
Short?
like Nas.
Too Short's got a new
Like,
song
Nas
out.
was
It's
the
pretty
shit.
tight, man. Nas is good, but to me, Nas is 6 through 10. He's
no,
mid,
I don't
yeah.
think. I don't know. No, I don't think I'd even put him in my
Maybe
top
9,
10.
10. He's like the Jay Cutler of rappers.
I mean, dude, I can't think.
I
I,
was
don't
never
know
into
that I
him.
could think of 10 better rappers than Nas.
No.
You know,
He
that-
can
I
think
just
of
feel
more
like
than 2.
I feel like in retro. What do you mean? I can't.
I've said Jay-Z and Eminem is the only Jay-Z and Eminem and
That's it,
Johnny
top
5.
5. You got
Childish.
Five.
I got Childish,
Childish,
in
you
there.
got 3, and Tupac and Biggie because it's Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah, but
that's why I
that's
don't want to say it because it's too.
But
that's
it
the
is,
issue.
man.
That's
But
my
their
point.
stuff
Dude,
is
when-
good, dude.
I'll tell you what,
You
but
can't tell
back
me
then-
that.
but back then
Don't
when I
call
was-
me Big Papa.
But back
fucking.
then when I was listening to that shit, dude, I didn't listen to music the same as I do now. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't.
I'm saying in
relate to it,
retrospect, it's probably not as good as we thought it was.
Right.
Call me Big Papa right now, and you guys' heads will start
Okay, but then
ringing.
that's his 50
And I
Cent
didn't even
in
really
the
like-
club.
No, because there's other songs. The dude had a bunch
Okay,
of
but so
CDs.
did 50 Cent. That
The
first
Bone
album
Thugs
was the
Thug.
shit.
I mean,
Get
we're
Rich or
going
Die
back to
Trying was
Alley.
fucking awesome.
Everything off the White Album is good. He did a song on
Who?
Notorious B.I.G. the
Oh,
one
I
with the
didn't
little
even.
baby on the afro.
I never
on it.
had any of the albums.
See,
like
Bone,
it wasn't something.
You gotta put Bones in
You
the
don't.
list.
I thought about Bone a long time ago when we started this. I thought about that, but there's not one in particular that stands out. If we're talking groups, that's different.
So they're
like
the Dayton
UGK's
family,
out,
yeah.
Dayton Family.
So we're throwing them out there, man. That's what I mean.
But
then
I feel like Tupac is
Redman.
overrated in retrospect. I never got into Wu-Tang, so none of those people really
See, I like Method
connected
Man.
with me.
Method Man's fucking dope, man.
I've
Method
never
Man.
heard
Matt,
any songs.
You know
Matt.
what? I forgot about that,
Matt,
dude.
Redman's
I didn't think of-
not bad,
Meth
too,
and
but-
Red are fucking
but the
real. As
two
far as
together,
lyrically,
dude, yeah.
they're fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
Sick. They're hard to touch.
Yep.
So
That,
yeah,
what
I
is
put
it?
them in my top 5.
Method
Red
Man, Method Man Judgment Day,
like
that
the
old
Rock
school
Wilder.
album.
You ever heard
Yeah.
the Rock Wilder?
No, I don't think I've heard
it.
Microphone checker, swinging sword lecture, closing down the sector, supreme neck protector. Better want 'em, kid, Mr. Pepsi. Want 'em pop, but the blowers live from the
Watch me
pressure.
get a fucking.
Too hot for cheesy, for cheesy.
Too many wanna be hobby. Eat. Yeah, dude.
All
fucking
in
Meth is the
together,
shit.
going all out together.
It don't take much to
please me.
It's all with
I
the
still-
mega
I'm
ball.
still-
Throw 'em
I
out
know,
the
right?
frame
Like,
and I'm
good.
gone.
You're yelling. I
Sorry,
got.
because I just wanted to keep going.
I have at least my top 4. I am throwing Just Jack in there. So because they're
technically a rapper.
yes, he is. There are
He's not even
full
American.
albums of
He's not even
rapping.
American.
That doesn't
I
matter.
mean, we're
So you
talking
okay? So
rap.
what you're saying is you can't put the Beatles in a music conversation because they're not American.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Well, then-
music is different.
Okay,
than
well,
rap.
then,
music.
no.
You're just saying music. Music can be anybody. If we're talking about top 5 musicians ever.
No, we're not doing that. I'm not
but-
spinning the conversation to that. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying
did
you
Just
can't
Jack,
rule somebody
like,
out because
did he rap on every song?
yes,
Like
on
rap,
album on
techno,
different albums
Yeah.
for most songs were rap. Yes.
But even he's gotten into.
I
a
mean,
lot
like
of that
more than
singing
like
stuff.
16 to like 18 bars a verse.
No.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Not like-
spitting like a fucking dope ass fucking verse.
He's more
to
like
where you're
rhyming
like,
the
fucking,
melodies.
holy
I would
shit,
describe it
you know?
as.
There are some, but it's
yeah.
just people
Good
that
analogies, good fucking, you know what I'm saying? Good shit put together, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to just find
Dude, like,
people
if
that
you listen-
matter to
dude,
me
like-
more than Tupac.
Eminem,
And you can't.
Eminem,
That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
I don't
Eminem
listen to
doesn't
music.
fucking say anything on track that doesn't fucking connect or lead
Yeah.
back or fucking roundabout to something else that he just said. He doesn't say anything that doesn't mean something. He doesn't use filler words
Yeah.
and none of that
Yeah.
bullshit.
Like, see,
all of this
Lil
shit is
Wayne,
connected.
all that shit. Lil
Garbage.
Wayne's garbage, dude.
Garbage.
Anybody that's got a fucking.
I've never gotten into a Drake song ever.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
Garbage.
Drake, see, I like Drake the person more than I like Drake the musician because Drake
And
is
he's
a
not even a
different-
rapper, is he? He's like an R&B
Dude,
kind of
he's
thing,
ju-
isn't
yeah,
it?
and he's just a different kind of guy, man. He's just like a different cat, dude.
What about
like,
Busta?
No.
Busta Bust,
He went
man.
to, he was in that
Dude,
high
not
school
in a
I was
top
talking
five.
about.
Fit,
A
dude,
Busta
he gets
Bust.
fit.
There was like 3 songs of his that I ever
Busta.
liked. So he doesn't make it. It's
mean,
got to
what
be
about-
somebody that I
Well,
love
look at
everything
it,
they
yeah.
do.
What
Yeah,
about
there you go,
like
there you go.
Easy E or MC Ren? MC
No.
Ren, MC Rumbity
Now,
Rum
see,
Rum
man, now,
Rumbity
see,
Rum Rum
listen,
Rumbity
that,
Rum
see,
Going
Rum.
too
that
far
goes
back.
back.
So,
That goes
yeah,
back to
well,
that goes
again.
back to the same ideal or concept to me that Gone
Tup-
with the Wind is a good fucking movie.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
not,
that.
Never actually.
I
seen
do
Gone
not
with
want
the
to
Wind.
watch that. I don't ever want to watch it. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit to me. I don't give a shit how much respect. Blah,
So you
blah,
don't like
blah.
That's-
Easy E?
That.
That's literally what I'm saying about Tupac. I will listen to a Tupac song. I'm not saying I don't love Tupac. What I'm saying is he gets too much credit. He gets mentioned
I mean,
too
I
quickly
can
in the
honestly
top
only
5.
think of one song that like wasn't like a single
What's
of
that?
Tupac's Trading War Stories.
It's a good one.
It's the only like one I can
So
think
one
about
that
that I
comes
really
in on-
loved.
I like the Dear Mama song.
Like, but that
That's
was a
like
single.
that's a radio
Was it?
song, yeah.
That was a radio single.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Dear Mama. Yeah, it was a radio single.
Off the Strictly for My
Oh
Niggas
man,
CD.
dude, and here's that Mad the Me Against the World CD. That's what no, yours is off the double disc, the one you were talking about, right? The
Yeah,
one
Trading War Stories is off All Eyes on
But
Me.
and then come to find out that
That's a good
double
one, I
disc
guess.
was just put
All
out like
Eyes
that
on Me.
because so he could pay back Suge Knight for bailing him out.
It's
That's
Suge.
what- So whatever the fucking guy
Suge Knight, right.
Suge Knight.
Suge.
Suge
Suge
I'll
Knight.
call him Sugar.
He's
to
gonna
his
kill
face.
you for
Suge.
Suge.
Hey, Sugar Knight, come see me. I'll call you. To your
Did
face.
you see that preview for that Cat Williams shit? Did you watch the new John Oliver?
I did.
He was like, you stand next to Suge Knight, you don't want to go to jail.
I'm glad you
Like
brought
that
that
little
up,
dude.
man.
Fuck that little guy, man. I do
Oh,
not want to watch that.
Thank you. So you agree with me that he's a piece of shit and that's garbage comedy.
Cat Williams?
Yes.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, he's not funny.
Okay, thank you. Because
Not funny.
anybody, Kevin Hart, I'm sorry, he ends up in the same fucking category. He hasn't done anything
I
that's not
didn't-
cliched black humor.
Yeah,
And I don't like
Chappelle-
cliched white humor. I don't.
No,
it doesn't
right.
matter. Just that's
dude,
bullshit.
like I'll tell you
it's
what,
lowest
one-
common denominator garbage.
That
it's
Louis.
fucking Larry the Cable Guy.
I go back to Louis. That Louis, oh my God, was the best stand up I've seen in 10 years.
Yeah.
hilarious, dude.
People being honest instead of people
Right.
trying to be funny.
And
I
his
just,
descriptions of people and the way he talked about people, that talked about the old lady and the veins in her legs and shit, dude. I was fucking dying during that thing, dude.
Dave
I had to
Chappelle did a
pause it.
stand-up recently.
Recently.
Yeah, he did a stand-up recently in New York, man. In attendance was like Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, like there was Louis was there, and there was like 4 or 5 other people, and I don't believe it was a special, but they all ended up going on stage and ended up do you know what I'm talking about or no? You haven't heard this? And they started doing like a huge like 7 or 8 person bit, and what the bit, there's an article about it in the new GQ magazine, and what the
That's
bit
how he
ended
knows.
up the bit ended up being was how Kevin Hart really is the funniest one out of all them dudes, but he just pretends not to be and like does his shtick humor and shit like that.
he's
But when it
probably
comes
really
down
quick,
to
but
it-
he's always going to do the
yeah,
Yeah, see,
but he's
he
actually the
sticks to that
funniest
shit
dude.
because that's
Yeah.
the shtick. Because that, but you're talking about being as cleverly funny.
Chris Rock said
like
he's
he's
the funniest
quickest
motherfucker
one.
on the stage. Yeah,
Right.
But he
And
just,
dude, I'll tell you what, Kevin Hart, his stand-up comedy, I've watched him.
some of it's
I'm
didn't-
sure there's funny moments. I'm
but
not
no,
hating.
and I was sighing as of like, I didn't really find it that funny. I found him funnier improv talking to Mike and Mike on the telephone.
Exactly.
Doing a telephone interview. He was fucking hysterical.
That's it,
And it
man.
was all
Regular
just
stuff.
regular improv,
Yeah.
them talking to
Yeah.
him. I mean, he still talking that fast. He still talks at that speed.
Yeah.
But just about regular bullshit. And he's coming back with these responses, I mean, like right away. And
Yeah.
you can tell this shit is
Yeah.
not written down because they're talking to him on the fucking phone.
Yeah.
That's when he was funny.
Okay.
I'll give it. He had me
So
cracking
he's
up.
a funny dude, but his shtick is not funny.
His shtick is not funny.
Oh, it's lame,
and
man.
it's literally Larry the Cable Guy, but for a different audience.
What's his thing?
You gonna
you gonna learn now.
today. You gonna learn today.
You gonna
And
learn
you know
today.
what it is?
And that like
I don't
saying
like-
that over and over again.
Yeah.
That's not funny. No,
No.
no.
But
Shouting
it's the
a
same thing as
catchphrase.
you know you're a
Right.
redneck if. Right?
Right.
Isn't it
Right.
the
It's the same
African American
No,
equivalent to
Louis-
yeah.
it's more of the Larry
Louis-
the Cable Guy side where he's putting on a character. Jeff Foxworthy,
It's a
he
char-
wasn't. I don't know that he's necessarily.
No,
I mean,
I guess not.
He,
He
that's
could-
more of just who Larry the Cable goes. Yee, all that garbage.
Right.
Get her done. All that.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
It's
That's
more of
putting on a
get her-
character.
It's more of a get her done,
Yeah.
than it
Right.
is a because some of the dude, you know you're a redneck if is funny. I mean, you
Dude,
know you're
like
from
I
Indiana
mean, like
if is funny.
okay, then you
He's
go back to-
embracing who he is,
Yeah.
as opposed to this other guy seeing a market that needs to be oversaturated and then oversaturating it. That's
Right.
Larry the Cable Guy. Him going,
Yeah.
"Oh man, they love dumb hick stuff. I'll just do. I will dumb down my personal, speaking voice, and I will go down to their
and now
level."
turn into dead.
Yeah, that's
God,
stupid.
and them-
man.
and dumb
I don't
hicks
like
eat that
all these
shit up.
fucking movies that are coming out that are just like people will go see it based on Kevin Hart being in it, and it's like fucking really.
Dude, it was
He's the
awful.
draw. Tyler Perry's Medea, blah blah.
Oh my
Get the fuck
God.
out of here! How do people fall for this
Tyler
stuff?
Perry, dude, don't even get me started on that.
How do
But,
people fall for this lowest common denominator shit, guy? It makes me angry, and it makes me go, "This is never going to work for me.
No.
I'm never going to be able to do this because people want that."
That's the bad part about it. Like, dude, like I was saying.
And I
like,
refuse to fucking
dude,
acquiesce in that
but
regard.
well, no, of course not. You can't sell out like that, dude. But you listen, like I sent you that text a while ago about how hard you work doing all this shit.
Yeah.
And Grumpy Cat gets fucking 200,000 followers. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's a
That's
cat that
bunch
has
of
a
fucking
downturned-
bullshit. The cat doesn't even do any tricks or
Right.
anything. It's a fucking cat with a stupid face. I mean, when I saw that shit on the news, I was like, I went and turned.
It's
I was
the
like,
Elephant
I'm pissed
Man
off. I'm pissed
in
the fuck
cat
off.
form.
The fact that my brother-in-law puts all this work and effort into
Yeah.
fucking filming a web show, fucking doing podcasts and whatever, and can't get fucking 50 followers.
Yeah.
And Grumpy Cat gets 200,000.
Yeah.
Stick it up your fucking ass,
Yeah,
people.
I hear you on that.
Thanks, America. Stick it up your fucking
Yeah.
ass.
Thanks, Obama. That's how you fucking use
Right.
thanks, Obama. Okay?
I mean,
You
what
do
the
it in a
fuck?
scenario where it doesn't make any sense for him to have any connection to it. That's when it's funny.
Right. I mean, where are we at, man?
Well, we're done. I mean, we can finish anytime. I don't know.
Is it?
We're over an hour.
We are, okay.
Yeah. Just, just letting it ride. See,
Well,
see
no,
where
we were
we're
having a
at.
pretty good conversation there.
Yeah. Well, you killed it by asking where we're at, so I don't even remember what we were talking about now.
Well, I mean, that could have been a question like, where are we at? Like, I could have just woken up from a fucking coma or something.
Where's Big L at? I don't
Where's
know.
Big L?
Is he here? Okay, so I found out something cool. So this will be with like the last thing.
Whatever, go ahead. It doesn't matter.
I saw an interview with Jason Alexander from Seinfeld, and he was talking about how their cast was like, how they became the best ensemble cast on TV. And what happens is when they got the scripts didn't have any action in it. So it would be like Jerry says to George, George says to Jerry, but it wouldn't say Jerry goes and grabs something out of his fridge, pours a bowl of cereal. It didn't have any action.
They did all that.
They had to come up with that. They figured it out on the blocking days where they're like trying to figure out where to put the cameras or how to write this, any tweaks that need to be made and stuff. And he was saying that, that set was so tiny. If you knew you were going to be on for 9 seasons, you would never make such a plain set.
Right.
Like think the Big Bang Theory set. There's so much shit in there that they could tap into, whereas the Seinfeld one, there's nothing to do. It's not like you can go over and play with, the toy that's sitting on the shelf. It's so small. The stuff that you see is really unusable. The bathroom area, unusable. The hallway, unusable.
As far
it's
as
too
film
cramped.
work,
That's why Kramer. That's why they all go in and go straight for Jerry's fridge.
Yeah,
because there really wasn't anything to do except go for the fridge.
But what that made them do is become friends, real life friends, and it made them become unselfish about it because they're all trained differently. Like Jerry's stand up. Elaine did sketch stuff and improv. Michael Richards stand up, improv, sketches, and then Costanza he's theater trained. So they took all those different things and melded them together, and they're like, so I'll do this piece of physical business. Oh, you know what? That would be better for Elaine's character. It would be funnier if she did that. So that they came up with their own direction like that. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
And so that made them close and everything. And then he said if a joke didn't land, he said first that they never used canned laughter. They never used a laugh track.
Right.
But what they did do is if they filmed a scene and they shot Jerry's part and Jerry's was great and got a good laugh, and then they cut to George's reaction, but it was the second reaction shot, and the laughter wasn't as loud because they had already heard the joke, they'd use canned laughter to blend the two so that you didn't hear ha, ha.
I see.
To make them sound like one laughter. That would be the only time. And he said that they took not getting laughs really serious. To where they would go, oh, that joke didn't hit the way we wanted. Then they would come out, and if it took 5 minutes or it took a half hour, they would come out on the fucking right there in front of the audience and figure out how to make the joke funnier. And then they would do it. Yeah, how to make that scene work. And he said the best example of that was the marine biologist. And in the marine biologist, you're not a Seinfeld fan, are you?
No, so he doesn't.
Well,
I'm nothing against the show. I just haven't watched it as
put that on your list for real, dude. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I know, dude. Seinfeld
so
was always
in the
funny to
marine
me.
biologist, George lies. He always wanted to pretend he was, he always wanted to be an architect. Or he always wanted to pretend he was an architect. But in this episode, Jerry told George's girlfriend that he was a marine biologist. And he's like, why would you say that? So anyways, Kramer decides...
Jerry told
George's new girlfriend, or a girl that he was setting, that George was a marine biologist. He's like, I always wanted to pretend to be an architect. You got me in the Galapagos Islands swimming with the turtles. Fucking ridiculous. So by the end of the episode, of course, George ends up on a beach where there's a beached whale. And his girlfriend's like, and somebody goes, is anyone here a marine biologist? So the end of the episode was George walking into the ocean like he was going to go sort it out.
Right.
And they felt it didn't get a big enough laugh. So they tried to figure out what to do. And so Larry David came up to Jason Alexander and said, how quick could you learn a monologue? And he goes, well, how long? And he goes, about a page. And he goes, 10 minutes. So in front of the studio audience, the cast and crew, Larry David sits down and writes you don't even know the iconic speech of "The sea was angry that day, my friends." And at the end of it, he said, and so I flipped up on top and I was staring at the blowhole and I knew there was an obstruction. So I reached down, and he reaches into his jacket pocket and he goes, and I pulled it out, and it was a golf ball. And earlier in the episode, Kramer had been hitting golf balls into the ocean. So, and he said that got the biggest sustained laugh that Seinfeld ever got. It was like 30 seconds of them laughing before Kramer could say his next line, which was, is that a Titleist? And he just nodded and he was like, hole in one. And that was the end of the episode. But the episode was originally going to end at him walking in the water. But they didn't get a big enough laugh. So he wrote that fucking iconic speech and they did it in one take.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Can we watch it as soon as it's over?
When this is over,
let's put an end on this, guys.
Let's put an end on this.
What do we?
guy.
Let's kill it. Kill it. Let's hit the reset button.
No, what was it? Was that Dave Chappelle? Wrap it up, B. The wrap it up.
The wrap it up box. Oh yeah, that was fucking dude from Half Baked.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It's a damn shame that those people don't just get to be those characters forever because they
Dude,
are
Half
those
Baked
characters.
was on the TV the other day, and I walked in at the scene where they were all fighting the fucking bolo bitches, and dude, I just immediately started laughing.
It's so
what
good.
a great movie, dude. What
It's
a
bullshit that Harlan Williams is separated from them for most of the movie because he's fucking hilarious. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen Rocket Man?
Was that like the Rocketeer?
No, Rocket Man.
maybe.
Rocket Man. He's like, wasn't me. Harlan Williams, and he gets sent into space,
No.
and he accidentally fucking fucks it up. He's going to Mars, and he accidentally lodges something in the door, and the door doesn't close for the sleep chamber. So he's awake the whole time, and he eats all the food and just does all this crazy shit. And, then when everybody else wakes up, they're all pissed off. Great fucking, it's a stupid-ass movie, but... So he should have been in that mix with Dave Chappelle. And
With the three of them the whole time?
how stupid am I that I didn't notice that... I'm embarrassed to tell you that I didn't notice that it was Dave Chappelle playing, like, the weed guy. The fucking...
Oh my God.
Don't
Dude, are
tell
you
people that
serious?
shit. Don't tell people that.
Right?
You
bro.
should just keep that to yourself.
How are you gonna
bro.
have
It was
it-
94, wasn't
How are you
it?
gonna have a show called?
What's it? That was
It's,
Or 98.
No,
The
that was
rapper.
like 97.
Right.
Yeah,
It was
the rapper.
Samson got me
Right.
lifted. I want to go to Samson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Samson.
Yeah. And it was probably just because I didn't know about the inner workings of how you film a
What is it?
scene.
I pull out the card with the happy face.
He was sitting there,
Oh
so
my
I thought,
God,
well, he's
dude.
in the scene with him, so obviously, I just never examined it that
Have
closely.
you ever seen CB4?
Yes. Yes.
That's
Chris
what
Rock.
Samson always reminds me of CB4.
Hey, Big L,
MC Gusto.
if I wanted to buy CB4 on the internet, do you have any suggestions of where I could go?
Well, you know what? It's funny you mention that, Joel. I was actually looking for a copy of one of
Amazon.com. Later, people.
Next thing you know,
Just trying to keep my hold on you. Here in your arms,
I mean, you go to Amazon.com, you can find anything you want, so I'm sure it's there.
I found my paradise. My only chance for happiness.
See you later.
All these memories in my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind. I'm still a secret lemonade drinker.